Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, my name is Rodrigo and I make videos to help people lose weight, gain muscle, and just live an overall healthy lifestyle, right? So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite exercises to do to get a nice sexy back for summer, especially for this year, 2023. And I'm gonna start things off with the lat pull downs. Lat pull downs are a great exercise to get the blood flowing on your back, getting you nice and warm up for your full back workout. And overall, it feels good on the back every time you reach up and stretch out those lats. It feels really good. And every time you come down and squeeze those lats, it also feels good, right? You can feel the blood rushing up and down every time you hit those lat pull downs. Now with the lat pull downs, you want to keep in mind that you want to make sure both your hands are even out on both ends, right? So one's not more in than the other or vice versa. Second exercise is the seated cable rows. So seated cable rows are a great exercise for thickness, especially if you are doing close grip, right? Close grip, it's one of the exercises that I highly recommend, is because you get a good squeeze on that mid back, right? Mid towards the upper. Next up, single arm dumbbell rows. So the single arm dumbbell rows are perfect, especially for many reasons, right? For one, it lets you isolate each side, and you also, while performing the movement, notice if whether one side is more dominant than the other, and if it is, what can you do so the other side can catch up, or that way they can be equal. Next up, T-bar rows. So T-bar rows are definitely a great exercise, and if your gym has the machine, the T-bar machine, it's perfect, right? Now if you have to, you can always put the bar against a corner, right? Put something over it so it won't fly up and hit you. But the T-bar rows, close grip, are definitely a great exercise to build that back up. Same thing every time you always want to fight those negatives, and you always want to breathe through it. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way back down. So you just always keep that in mind, and make sure you squeeze the back every time you come up, and stick the chest out. That way you can squeeze the back a little bit more. Next up, barbell rows. So barbell rows are definitely a great one. With the barbell rows, they help you with more of your mid back towards your lower back. So if you need to make your lower back stronger, barbell rows are definitely a great way to do it. You always want to make sure your hands are just outside of your hips. Do palms in or palms out. It's completely up to you. I personally prefer palms in, is because I have a little elbow issue here. But if you prefer palms out, then that's totally fine. Now with the palms out, you can hit more of the lower back. With the palms in, you kind of hit more of the middle back. So also keep that in mind. Last thing is the deadlifts. Now the deadlifts, you don't really have to include them every single time you hit back, but they are a great way to make your back stronger, and I mean your whole back. So your lower back, your mid back, your upper back, it works the whole back, even your hamstrings. So if you want to add deadlifts to it, that's great. If not, you don't have to stress it. I would especially if you're just starting out, I would definitely highly recommend the other exercises and work your way up to the deadlift. Now some people will say just go ahead and start with the deadlift, which is not wrong, but if you with the other exercises, you can kind of feel more of your back being worked. And especially if you're not looking to get stronger, if you're just looking to get more defined and toned up or a little bit shredded, then the other exercises will help you more than just the deadlifts.